And we begin on a T side for the Turkish side.
Yeah, EternalFire's map pick here to open up, and I think it's going to be important that they start this one with a bit of pace, with some wind in their sails here. If you're able to catch Vitality a little bit sleepy, put them on the back foot early, that would be great news for EternalFire. They look for this mid control in the pistol, looking like an A-split taking shape, but maybe this is all a ruse, as they've actually taken a temple routing all the way through the spawn. So,
wow.
Trying to come at this from the unorthodox angle of wrapping in through heaven. It looks like Apex is ready for this. It's a heavy lean over towards the A site. Matcha and Wicadia might have opened up, but there's still this double main play left to get past. It's only Rops left standing. Clean tap on the first man in. They've given Rops a couple of chances here, but as that bomb gets planted, the opportunities for Rops to find his way back into the round should follow with it. A wide swing as he's forced a lot of these awkward 1v1s out of EternalFire, but nothing connects for Rops, and that's the end of the line. EternalFire start this one strong with a pistol round locked in.
No one can stand in front of the molly as they often do and still get a bridge peek off. They have to play back. FlameZ hits his Deeg onto the in-game leader, who's got a call from behind now as Vitality get aggressive.
Move gets punished though. Wicadia and XANTARES ready for it. And they're going to be two players that have to keep this pressure on. Not be afraid to bail EternalFire out. They're the two you want shining bright to open. And XANTARES is certainly living up to that hype right now.
He's finally there. Number 15 last year. And I think he is only going to level up. Someone who's adjusted to CS2 very well.
It just feels insane for a guy whose career has spanned over 10 years that you're only just hitting this point where he's found that level of success. Considering how long we've spoke about XANTARES, it is wild to think about.
Well, I think that's a good point, because it draws back talking about the Turkish scene and how for the longest time we always said, man, why can't we get this dream Turkish roster? Why can't we get XANTARES, woxic in the same squad playing together? There was clearly beef, there was clearly stuff going on. You know, woxic went international. XANTARES always stayed in the Space Soldier side of things. We never got the dream Turkish team until this EternalFire squad was put together. And sure, it was a rocky road when they first formed. We were getting chopping and changing. But 4 players are here, so EternalFire do want to go.
Yeah, so much of this round is hinging on EternalFire actually winning these A fights. Because if you look at Matcha, he's at no util from the get-go. And at first, I thought that meant he would want to go in early, right, and lead the charge. But he's instead left to his own devices. I think this mid-lurk is looking to come in very, very late and cut down rotates. So for this plan to work for EternalFire, they've got to get past Rops, and they've managed that. 2 players on the fast rotate through camera. There's still this slow-burning Matcha lurk taking place, but they have to stop this spillover through the connector. Awkward TK there for Mezzi. I don't know what just happened.
Because they were contact with 4 players in main, the first thing is a flash. Rops just gets knocked off his ankle immediately before the heaven smoke, before the Molotov, before they play accordingly. Not give him a pick in water, not go for an A main aggress. Forcing EternalFire to make the next moves. And some util trading in con as Flames pulls back, he gets blocked. Mezzi, again, kind of kills his teammate in a way. He blocked him into that position, and Flamesy couldn't escape. Now Mezzi's got to make up for it. Back at the B-bomb site, ZywOo gets stuck in as well. The util is buying time, but it won't stop the inevitable.
Oh, ZywOo, awkward spray.
Oh dear.
And now it falls just to Apex. The captains clash and Magic comes out ahead.
Great trading, but this round's done.
And they're quick to capitalize, 5-1 up as a few awkward missteps for Vitality. But Mezzi most notably
has no support. ZywOo's still scared of the camera, and as he looks away, they start to crawl in. Oh, that's an in-game leader.
Major is fired up right now. That is a wild transfer hit from EternalFire's captain. Might have played it safe on the stage when asked if he wanted to all in this. And, you know, we talked about Vitality coming into this as 2024 being a bit of a weird one where it
really relying on FlameZ and Mezzi to hold the line.
Here's the exec taking shape. That flank's still not getting activated for Vitality, so it's not going to come through quickly. You need kills out of these B defenders or else this round could be written off. And it's only the one and done from Flames. Vitality start to arrive now, but if they're not gifted a kill quickly, this... Oh, well, there it is. ZywOo, no accounting for that. Even tried his hand at the second wall bang. They still lose Apex. They go tit for tat with Eternal Fire in the post plant. ropz' flank taking so long to materialize, and it looks like it's never going to come through. 1 for 1 as they first pull up to the site will not be enough for Vitality to look at this round with interest. Instead, they try and save, hold on to the AWP, hold on to the M4, play the long game, but even that AWP gets removed before all is said and done.
Again, a rusty shot for ZywOo.
The one kill he's hit on the AWP is a chance wallbang.
Yeah. My oh my. Not the game. This one. Not going to be able to find Flamesy in this corner, but Oscar looks a little curious about this position. It's the flash that works. woxic avoids it and finds that pick.
Something else that just feels wild, though, is like that's one of the first early info plays you've seen out of Vitality. This game thus far is largely hinged on them having the right reads, the right gambles, the right stacks, and these site holds just haven't been up to the task of repelling Eternal Fire.
That would be horrible.
They finally tried an aggressive move here, and it's not panned out. They've lost Flames early, and so even that's going to give them pause about going back to aggression in future rounds. Eternal Fire in huge control over this game right now.
Yeah, the desk will maybe a little surprised of this map coming out. It's not been the go-to for Eternal Fire recently, but look at the util sets they're throwing. They've got some cool ideas on this T side. Even that Molly to get them into con. It blocks ZywOo's line with the AWP. Now they're creeping into B. The bomb had middle, but it drops back, and ropz gets caught on the flank. Bit by bit, Vitality crumble. And Eternal Fire with 5 alive, looking to put that bomb down and lock in an 8th round.
Brought the individual performance to it as well.
Oh my god, that's
he's looking so sharp right now, is
That's
Madja.
Crazy.
No, I think, you know, you get Madja at his best.
Yeah, flash setup to send the SMG in, but with the AWP on a long angle, this could still get dangerous. Apex can only swing door side safely. There it goes. He jumps around the corner, but XANTARES is too clean with it. Gets a 5v4, gets out. Eternal Fire able to group now. And they've just gone through this con smoke every single time. They've not... Again, the same block on B. Vitality looking uncomfortable as Eternal Fire set up for a set piece.
And you've been feeling shadows of that all across this game. No one feels comfortable in their position. They try to force a fight down into XANTARES, but that's not the guy you want to be locked in with. XANTARES! Madja in there is the unlikely candidate right behind him.
Oh no.
No stars emerged yet for the squad of Vitality. That's going to have to change in this second half. Not a bad start in the pistol. An awkward TK lobbed into the mix. Sees Vitality with one hell of an advantage that they will press to the fullest extent. B site opened, and Wicadia left in an unwinnable clutch. 1v5 with the dual Berettas.
Hold the map back against Heroic yesterday. They were 9-3 down. Again, looks like they're surrounding this B bomb site, ready to drop out of middle at a moment's notice. Flamesy goes to get that bomb. Apex looking for the B contact. Oh, missed Molly. They're not going to get out the right side. The smoke will fully block Vitality, and Mezzy gets lost.
I mean, this is where Eternal Fire have to lock in, right? But they've been delivered a 5v4 thanks to XANTARES on that AK. This is the round you have to convert. There's that opening kill that you've been waiting for all half long.
Big Molly and escape.
Being able to reconstruct this two-man defense, even a third player shuffling over. If they can buy a bit of time, XANTARES is about to pad out this A side of the map. woxic and Wicadia don't offer up a single fight. They wait for their teammates over in camera, and Eternal Fire play that round.
Nice setup, boost over the smoke. See anyone entering main. ropz might be in a world of hurt. Oh, no way. He creeps under, but woxic catches something, a slither. It's just enough to find another 5v4 for Eternal Fire.
Stay anywhere else on the map here. All they have is middle and A main. That's all the makings of the A split.
25 seconds, they've got to get going, they've got to get moving. Flamesy coming in through camera, we need a crisp entry from him, and that's exactly what we're waiting for. woxic on his own in the middle of the open, nowhere to go. He's just got to fire off, 2 shots connect. Eternal Fire are biting. They're coming back into the camera, they're not waiting, they're not relenting. Mezzi just gets in heaven in time, but I don't know if ZywOo can escape their grasp. 1v3 for Mezzi, he starts strong.
First kill goes his way short. Oh, that's a clean follow-up onto Maja. And now jottAA, new man in the jersey, feeling all the pressure. Tap on the bomb, but Mezzi knows he wasn't sticking that. It's the commit this time from jottAA as Mezzi calling his bluff, swinging out, can't get an angle, and so defuse held.
The series. Robs looked like he wanted to go. He may still. That molly is not deep. He can path behind it, so he will. woxic. Nice line, hits his shot.
Maja and jottAA in the site. They've got XANTARES nearby to shore up the defense.
Oh my God.
Blind on Flames, but he's committed to this push. Sent into the Lion's Den.
Ouch.
And these Lions got claws and teeth. They're all battling back. It's only ZywOo. 1v5, but he's making it happen. Hold on a second. Is ZywOo onto something here? Has the spot to XANTARES.
Vitality take A main. And they're the ones waiting now. ZywOo has to hit that. He can't. Robs walks into the crosshair of XANTARES, and he is so reliable. 26 and 10. Maja calls off, sees 2 at the front of B. Eternal Fire know the default is not done. 40 seconds. Vitality have to pick their site, and they've got to pick it now.
Even regrouping here, like regrouping without giving info is a big problem. Flames has no choice but to run a little if he wants to meet up with his team. And so even that is just drip feeding more and more info to Eternal Fire. XANTARES, as a result, ready for this lurk in through middle. Eternal Fire might have taken them a moment to put a stop to this, but now it's only ZywOo between them and the win on ANUBIS. Manages to drop into the site, a chance for the plant, but they charge at him. Knife pull for XANTARES. He wants this personal, and ZywOo stab to put a close to ANUBIS. Eternal Fire do good on that 9-3 lead. It might have been labored, but they lock in their map pick to open up this series.
Eternal